Hello guys, welcome back to my channel today. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, we'll be drafting this really gorgeous dress that you can see on your screen. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. My pattern paper is folded into two because I want to cut both the front and the back pattern together. So first thing you do is to take your points. The first point is going to be the dress length. So for mine, it's going to be about 47 inches. I'll take my bust point, distance from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10 inches, the distance from my shoulder to my under bust point, which is 13 inches, the distance from my shoulder to my waist point, which is 16 inches, and the distance from my shoulder to my hip point, which is 24 inches. After taking all these points, I'm going to rule straight lines across and I'll label the lines, my bust line, my under bust line, my waistline, and my hip line. Next thing I'll do is to take half of my shoulder measurements. On that point, I'll go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. For the neck width, I'll be using 3 inches. For the neck depth, I'll take 2 inches. After doing that, I'm going to connect the shoulder slope, the 1 inch to meet the 3.5 inches neck width. And then I'm going to connect the 3.5, sorry, I'm going to connect the 3 inches neck width to the 2 inches neck depth. After doing that, I'm going to go down by my round arm or circumference divided by 2, which is 8 inches. Then I'm going to rule a straight line from the shoulder slope to meet the 8 inches point. And then I'm going to rule a straight line across. So this new line is going to be my chest line. So I'll label it my chest line. I'm going to place my tape on this straight line and I'll mark the middle point, which is 4 inches. On that middle point, I'll go in by half of an inch. On the chest line, I'll place my bust circumference divided by 4. After doing that, I'm going to connect from the shoulder slope to meet the half an inch that I came in with. And then I'll use the curved part of my roller to connect from that half an inch to meet the dot on the chest line. Next thing I'll do now is to place my bust circumference divided by 4 on the under bust line. On the waistline, I'll place my waist circumference divided by 4, and on the hip line, I'll place my hip circumference divided by 4. I'll connect from the chest line to the waistline and from the waistline to the hip line like this. So what I have on the hip line, I'll place it on my dress length. So I have about 9 inches. So I'll place all the way to the length of this pattern paper and I'll connect as you can see me doing. Next thing I'll do now is to add allowance. So I'll be adding a 1.5 inches allowance on all the lines. This is going to be my stitching allowance. You can do this when cutting out your fabric. You don't have to do it on the pattern paper. So what I'll do now is to go in by about 3 inches from the neck width. So I'm going to dot that line. This is the 3 inches line. So from that 3 inches line, I'm going to use the my roller to slant from that point down to the under bust line as you can see me doing. So this line can be slanted and it can be curved. So for the new neckline, I'm going to connect from that dot now to the center front as you can see. So this is going to be the new neck depth. So I want this line to be curved a bit. So I'll place the curved part of my roller and I'll curve like this. So you can leave it to be slanted, it's still okay. So after doing that, this is what I have. I'll extend it into the stitching allowance. So from the waistline, I'll go down by 3 inches and then I'll use my French curve to connect that 3 inches in a curve like this all the way to meet the hip point. This is to give it that effect that you can see on the waist area. So I'll also connect it into the stitching allowance. So I'm going to use my marker to outline all the necessary lines. Okay, so this is the under bust part. So this neckline area, I want to do a slash and spread method. So I'm going to be marking half inch apart. Okay, so whatever you have there, you can mark half inch, you can mark 0.75 inches, you can mark 1 inch. It depends on you. This does not have to be perfect. We are just doing a slash and spread method. So I'm going to connect it like this as you can see and I'll number the lines. So I have number 1 to 5 so I don't get confused when I'm spreading the pattern paper. So what I'll do now is to go ahead and cut. So pay close attention so you know where to cut. After cutting, this is what I have. So on the base, I'm going to also do the slash and spread method. So I marked 0.5 inches apart and I'm connecting all the way to the length of this pattern paper. So you can do this or you can cut out your fabric and pleat it on the down part of the dress. Okay, so since this is for the front and back, I'm going to split the pattern paper open so I can separate the front from the back. So now that I've done that, I'm going to now slash through this pattern paper. Okay, we're going to spread this on our fabric folded into two to have that outer neck area that you can see on the thumbnail. You can also slash through the down part also and spread on your fabric. So for the back, we'll not be needing the outer neck area. As you can see, the back of this dress is open. So we are just going to be needing these two pieces. So we're also going to slash the base of the back also. That is if you want to do a slash and spread method. It's the same thing, but the only difference between joining just your fabric for the lower parts is that one side is going to be longer than the other side, but all you have to do is trim out. So to achieve the slash and spread method for the upper part, I went ahead to fold my fabric into two. This fabric is really wide, it's about 30 something inches. So on the folded part of the fabric is where you're going to place number one, as you can see me doing. Place your number one and pin it down. Make sure you have excess fabric on the upper part and on the lower part. Now you're going to figure out how wide you want to spread it. So the wider you spread it, the more fuller the upper part is going to be. So I'll be spreading by 5 inches, meaning it's going to be really full. Then I'll place number two. Just make sure those lines we have on the pattern paper are lines, okay? I'll go out also by another 5 inches and I'll place number three. Then I'll go out by another 5 inches. I'll place number four. Make sure the lines are following each other. I'll go out by another 5 inches and I'll place number 5. So I've gone ahead to spread by 5 inches. Now for the base, I'm going to place my ruler and I'll connect, as you can see. So after doing that, I will add half an inch allowance for joining allowance. Okay, so this half an inch is what I'll be using to join the under bust area to the upper part. And for the upper part, you know there is a rope on the neck area. Okay, so that rope is going to be used to gather the neckline area to give it that fitting you can see. So what I'll do is to add 2 inches or 1.5 inches, sorry, because I want to create a channel for the rope to pass through and I'm going to fold it twice. So after adding the 1.5 inches, I'll go ahead and cut off the excess fabric and I'll notch the center of the down just so I know where the down and the up is. So what you do is to head over to your sewing machine and sew the casing, then sew a rope, cut out a rope, sew it, turn it to the right side and use it to gather it. Then on the base, you also run your gather stitch, okay, and gather it on the under bust area. Okay, that's how to go about the upper part of the dress. So this is the under bust area. I went ahead to increase it because I noticed that it was short and what you can see on the thumbnail is kind of long, so I increased the center. So this should be on fold. I have two pieces. One is going to be the main fabric and the other one is going to be the lining piece. This is the back. I added zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. I added half an inch on the upper part and I increased the lower parts just the way I did for the other side by 3 inches. Okay, so this one is 4 piece, 2 piece for main and 2 for lining. All you have to do is conceal the rough edges, fix your zipper and gather the fabric to the lower parts. And yeah, that is all for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next.